Today I have a whole batch of hot new products for you, which will definitely not leave you indifferent. Make yourself comfortable, stock up on goodies, and of course, don't forget to subscribe. There is always something to watch on this channel. Let's go, shall we? Captain America, Brave New World. In the new chapter of the Captain America saga, Sam Wilson, who took over the shield after Steve Rogers, faces a challenge that jeopardizes not only his reputation, but also the world order. Together with his protege, the new Falcon, he foils a deal to sell adamantium, a rare alien metal with incredible properties. However, the victory has unexpected consequences. Having received an invitation to the White House from General Thaddeus Ross, who recently took the chair of the US president, Wilson finds himself at the center of a large-scale conspiracy. When an assassination attempt is made on the head of state at the gala reception, Captain America is forced not only to fight unknown enemies, but also to clear his name by becoming embroiled in an international conflict. The movie promises spectacular action, political intrigue, and revealing complex moral dilemmas that the new Captain America will have to face. Is he ready not only to fight, but also to make life-changing decisions? Brave New World will prove that becoming a symbol of justice is not just about carrying a shield, but about being ready for the challenges of a new world. Hard Eyes. Valentine's Day is the holiday of love, but in Seattle it has long been a nightmare. For several years in a row on this day, the city has been shaken by a wave of brutal murders. A serial maniac hiding his face behind a creepy mask with hard eyes goes on the hunt for lovers. This time, his attention is drawn to a couple, but not an ordinary one. Two colleagues, who have long been at odds with each other, decide to spend the evening in a restaurant, hoping to smooth out their differences. However, their innocent dinner turns into a deadly game when a killer mistakes them for another romantic target. Now, to survive, they'll have to not only sort out their relationship, but also escape from a ruthless stalker for whom this evening is just another bloody ritual. Hard Eyes combines elements of slasher and psychological thriller, turning a romantic holiday into a tense nightmare. Can the characters survive the dinner, or will their date be their last? You're Cordially Invited is a comedy about how one day can turn into chaos when two very different worlds collide. Jim, a widower and caring father, decides to make his daughter's wedding truly memorable. He chooses a paradise island for the ceremony, where, in his opinion, every moment should be perfect. But here's the trouble. On the same date and on the same island booked showbiz shark Margot, who is planning to hold the wedding of her younger sister. Trapped by conflicting interests, Jim and Margot try to resolve the situation peacefully by coming up with an ambitious plan to hold both weddings on the same day. However, as is often the case in such stories, attempts at peace turn chaotic. With laughter, misunderstandings, and absurd situations at every turn, both events begin to spiral rapidly out of control, and the finale promises to be a veritable comedic disaster. The film skillfully combines elements of family drama and raucous comedic farce, making the audience laugh, sympathize with the characters, and worry about their difficulties in their quest to achieve perfection. Fight or Flight is a tense action thriller that doesn't give the viewer a second's respite. The plot centers on Lucas Race, a former FBI agent who, after an unfortunate incident, finds himself on the back streets of Bangkok, far from everything he once knew. However, his quiet life is disrupted when he receives another call from his former boss. She offers him a chance at redemption. He needs to capture an elusive super hacker nicknamed Ghost and deliver him alive. Lucas boards a plane with what he hopes will be only his target on board. However, the plane turns out to be full of mercenaries, each of whom is after Ghost. The situation quickly spirals out of control, and instead of simply capturing the target, Lucas is forced to defend it, risking his life and facing the most dangerous of adversaries. The movie combines classic elements of a spy thriller with fast-paced action and a brutal reality where no mistake is without consequences. Lucas is forced to choose between fight and flight, balancing on the edge of life and death, making Fight or Flight a thrilling journey through a world of spy intrigue and brutal combat. Loups-Garous is a thrilling journey where reality and the supernatural intertwine in a mystical game of fate. A family accidentally finds a mysterious board game, and as they begin to play it, find themselves transported to a gloomy medieval village. There, in an atmosphere of anxiety and fear, they soon encounter a terrifying truth. Every night, a werewolf comes to the village, and during the day, the villagers try to figure out who among them is hiding his true identity. The protagonist, battling paranoia and despair, is forced to assimilate insight into this dangerous and cruel world. Instead of simply surviving, the family must unravel who among the locals is hiding their monstrous nature and destroy the werewolves in order to return home. But the deeper they delve into the investigation, the more confusing and deadly each step becomes. Loups-Garous isn't just a movie about fighting monsters, it's a story about trust, fear, and how hard it is to distinguish friend from foe when everyone around you could be someone else. A mystical thriller filled with suspense and psychological intrigue, it draws viewers into a world where every decision could be your last. Paddington in Peru is an exciting new journey of a bear cub full of warmth, humor, and adventure that will not leave viewers of all ages indifferent. Together with his adoptive family, the Browns, Paddington decides to visit his homeland of Peru to see his beloved Aunt Lucy. Upon arrival, however, they are met with an unexpected twist. Aunt Lucy has embarked on a mysterious journey through the Amazon jungle in an attempt to unravel the mystery of the legendary lost city of El Dorado. Paddington and his family will not only have to find his aunt, but also go through incredible adventures in the most dangerous corners of the Amazon. On their way stand not only natural threats, but also mysterious characters and mysterious traps hiding the riches and secrets of an ancient civilization. The film is an engaging blend of family values, humor, and thrilling moments that are sure to have viewers rooting for the characters. Paddington in Peru once again confirms that a bear cub with boundless optimism and heart is always able to find a way out of any situation, even when it comes to the most dangerous jungle. Walden is a psychological thriller that explores the boundaries of justice and revenge, making viewers wonder what they would do in the protagonist's shoes. Walden Dean is a humble court stenographer from a small town who has been forced to watch unjust verdicts for years without being able to make a difference. However, when Walden learns of his terminal illness, his repressed anger and inner frustration are unleashed. He decides to take fate into his own hands and begin to administer justice by pointing a gun against those who, in his opinion, deserve to be punished. But the situation takes an unexpected turn when an elusive maniac appears in the town, whose actions begin to overlap with Walden's. His quest for justice becomes entangled with his personal obsession, and the line between truth and revenge becomes increasingly blurred. Walden plunges viewers into the dark wilds of the human psyche, exploring what happens when law and morality begin to crumble and personal resentment becomes a destructive force. This movie promises a tense atmosphere, strong characters, and complex moral dilemmas, making us think about the value of justice and the price one pays for revenge. Conclave is a tense political thriller that immerses viewers in a world where every word can be decisive and every intrigue can be deadly. After the death of a pope, the Vatican begins preparations for Conclave, an old tradition where 108 cardinals from around the world gather in a monastery to choose a new pontiff. Thomas Lawrence, Dean of the College of Cardinals, finds himself thrust into a process for which he was initially unprepared. His reluctance to accept responsibility soon collides with the reality of violent political games as a real war breaks out over the Pope's seat. In a monastery full of high-profile spiritual leaders, gossip and intrigue become an integral part of the process. It becomes clear to Lawrence that the choice of a new pope is not just a matter of faith, but a power struggle that could shake the foundations of the church. The further it goes, the harder it becomes to figure out which of the cardinals are acting out of good intentions and which are hiding their true motives. Conclave offers viewers sharp moral dilemmas and a psychological game where every move can lead to catastrophic consequences. This movie promises to be gripping and intelligent, with a tense atmosphere in which spiritual power struggles take the most unexpected forms. Thank you for watching to the end. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss new episodes. And if you have any thoughts or questions, write in the comments. I'll be sure to read them. See you in the next video.